This is Jesús, Manuel, Mena, Garza. I hope you're having a really good day. In this video, I'm going to be talking about truck bed camping. Super simplified truck bed camping. The basics. The absolute basics. I've been truck bed camping for decades, and I really enjoy it. It's because that's all I can afford. I can't afford something super fancy, so the wife and I go truck bed camping. So let me tell you what I take along when I go truck bed camping. Let me grab this. You take a pad, a sleeping pad. My wife and I both have little sleeping pads, and we can buy these for, very little at your box store or your Walmart or your Targets, etc. And again, very, very affordable and easy to take along. They don't weigh much. And of course, on top of that, we place a sleeping bag. A sleeping bag, keeps you nice and cozy. There's different qualities of sleeping bags. We all know that, huh? Some sleeping bags are better than others, so you get what you pay for. These are pretty good sleeping bags. I think they cost us $50 each. They're nothing fantastic. They're not the $300 ones, They're just the $50 ones. But they work for us because we don't go, camping when it's too cold. At least, twice this summer we went camping where it was 30 degrees. We were in Fort Worth, and it was 100+ degrees in July and August, and also in May. And we went to Colorado, New Mexico, and such like that. And it was 30 degrees down there, so these worked out. Of course, we also carried an extra blanket, and we carried our favorite pillow, and my wife was with me, so we kept each other nice and warm. Always try to take foldable chair, because I guess you might want to sit on a rock, a boulder, on the ground, or on a log, or, on the edge of a cliff. But we like to sit on a chair. I like to sit on a chair and enjoy myself sitting, especially during the evening next to the fire. That works out really nicely for me. So bring along a nice chair. They vary in price from $5, $8, on up. This chair I think cost us $30, okay? Okay, so all these windows here, let in a lot of cold air. Windows are not insulated. Essentially, they have like a 0.7 insulation value. But this increases their insulation value quite a bit. These are my Reflectix panels that I place on there. They have little, bits of Velcro. And since my cab is carpeted and my bed has a bed rug, this stuff definitely affixes very well to the edges. So I made them a little bit bigger in my window, and I put these on there, and it works out very nice. The Velcro works perfectly for my cab. Ooh! Don't forget to take a propane stove. I have it in this little bag. Makes it easy for you to carry and store. So take a propane stove so you can cook yourself some chow. Unless you plan to only eat from cans, maybe some odds and ends, if you're really roughing it, or you just cook, over a fire. But we like to not leave as big a mess, from at those state parks, and when we're boondocking. We don't like to leave a big mess. So using a propane stove with a little bottle works for us. They work very, very efficiently. I really like it. So we carry the various, frying pan, saucepan, covers, the various spoons, forks, knives. You got to bring your utensils and of course some knives. You got to plan ahead what you're going to eat. We eat a lot of stuff from the can, or a can and a saucepan. Cook it over the propane, and that's our lunch. A bowl of soup and maybe some bread and some crackers and stuff like that. So that's what we carry. Of course, you got to bring a bag full of goodies. Goodies, clothes. You can put goodies in there, whatever kind of goodies you want. But we put our clothes in there, or a backpack or whatever we want, whatever we carry in the vehicle, and it doesn't take up much room, and it works out for us. So we don't carry. I always am amazed. I was just returning from Mexico just a few weeks, last week, 2 weeks ago, and I was down there for over a week, and I didn't use that much clothes because I'm not going out, dancing, and at least not in any fancy places. And I didn't use it, I kept on using it over and over, the same clothes, and sometimes I wash them in the sink and stuff like that at the hotel. But when I'm, truck bed camping, I even use less, because I take clothes that I can wash by hand in the stream, with biodegradable soap or with no soap, okay? So it keeps it nice and simple. So of course you're going to carry all your little tools, your coolers, if you want to carry a cooler, it's up to you. Our cooler is pretty small, very inefficient. The ice only lasts maybe 2 days. And for 2 days we'll have milk, 2 days we'll have eggs, 2 days we'll have bacon, 2 days we might have some other hot dogs and stuff like that. So of course you got to bring your wallet with your credit cards and a little couple extra dollars, cash. You have to carry cash. It's very important. And of course your cell phone. I carry my cell phone. It never works anywhere. But the GPS will work if you download the maps of where you're going to hike and go. So that works out very nicely for us. Keys. You got to remember your keys. Keys for the house, keys for vehicle. You got to carry those all the time with you. You can't drop them into the stream. That'd be a drag. And lose them. And of course, last but not least, my favorite cup, insulated cup. I stop off on the way and get myself a nice cold Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, those kinds of caffeinated, horrible drinks that a lot of you say, man, that's horrible stuff, but I love it and I drink it. It's better, I don't drink alcohol, so I drink Pepsi, Diet Pepsi and Diet Coke. So I'm pretty happy, and it keeps me caffeinated on the road, so I'm very alert, and I make sure not to hurt anybody, especially myself or my wife. So those are some of my tips on how to truck bed camp, efficiently, very economically, very basically. Again, I'm not talking about thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of stuff. This is, $20 here, $30 there, and that's it. The most expensive thing I'm showing you is my Coleman stove, and that was, about $80. So everything else is pretty cheap. So this has been Jesús Manuel Mena Garza. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. So far this year, in 2018 I was at 200. Now I'm at over 1,100 YouTube followers. Great, that's fantastic. I really appreciate all the subscribers out there. You make my channel viable and interesting, and it's very esoteric. I know, it's very esoteric. I do all kinds of different kinds of videos, but it's just a hobby. So I appreciate you subscribing. So this is again Jesús Manuel Mena Garza. Gracias. Adiós. Bye bye.